Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in Transport Fever 2. I'm going to go ahead and hit the play button. Let's see what we've got in store today. We've got, we're off to, feels like kind of a slow start, to be honest. As we're learning the game mechanics, we've got kind of some ugliness here. We'll clean this up over time, I'm sure. We can take some of this out right now. Let's just take up a little tiny bit of the ugliness there. But we did manage to clear most of the traffic jam coming through our forestry truck station. And it looks like product is moving. It's a little ugly. Kind of an understatement. It's a little ugly, but I think we'll be able to refine and make things look a little more slick and nice going forward. Now, I can see we've got an issue here. We've got overloaded station with our tools. That's not so great. We may want to put in another route, another line to pick these up, because it looks like we've got plenty of wagons coming through. Well, we could add a wagon or two to this line. These guys are taking tools all the way into town, into Carrollton. We've got lumber being dropped off, I believe, or planks. Let's add a couple more vehicles to this line. See if that does it. We've got a lot on here already. I'm a little nervous. Let's do... we've got 34. Let's add 6 more. Duplicate those. And then hopefully we won't end up with a huge traffic jam. And see if we can get more tools into Carrollton. Carrollton overall is doing pretty good. Keeps growing. Like to see that. It's got 100% of its fuel supplied just about. And almost 100% of the tools supplied. Last episode, I think we did our first train run to deliver fuel over to Arlington. Let's go ahead and pause for a second, because I think I want to increase the size of this train if we've got the cash to do it. Let's take a look. We've got 14 fuel sitting here. Let's do a couple things. Let's go into this line and make sure that we wait at Carrollton Station until things are full. Okay, full load anything. Okay, that looks good. And I'm going to increase the wait time here to 7.5 minutes. Now let's go see how much Arlington actually needs. It's quite a long trip. Okay, we've got 14 units still sitting in the truck station. We probably need to add trucks to that line. Let's add a couple. I'm going to add a couple more trucks here. And then let's see how Arlington's doing. 0 of 28. So, yeah, we're not supplying fast enough. I think what we can do, let's take our train and add at least one more vehicle to it, one more tanker. Where is that? Edit selected vehicle. Here's our tank cars. Let's add 2. Can we afford to? Modify, boy, it's 200,000 each. Let's do it. Let's take a loan. How much are we? We're $1 million in debt. I'm going to borrow another 500. Let's add one more. Boom. For 4. Okay, now we've got 4. We'll hit play, let that run. This guy's going to wait for more fuel, which is fine. Should be okay. We've got 14 there now. I think each car holds like... Well, we'll see. Each car holds 7. I think this should all get converted over into fuel. Hopefully. Let's see what happens. We'll see. When more fuel gets delivered to the the railway station here. We should see these convert over. This guy is waiting on more oil to come in. So we kind of knew that was going to be an issue. And we talked last episode about putting in another train station here outside of the oil refinery to try and get more oil here. I think what we're going to do in the near term, since this doesn't look like it's backed up too bad, let's add a few more trucks to the line or vehicles to the line that's delivering the oil to the fuel refinery. So let's add 6 more. This is temporary. Eventually we're going to do this with a train, I'm pretty sure. But we need to make some money first before we can do that. Let's see, is this guy filling up now? Yeah. Who's at 15? And as our fuel refinery gets more oil, we can fill that whole train up. So where else might we want to take fuel? Got tools over there. Looking for towns that need fuel. Daly City needs fuel. Arlington's way down here. Daly City is not exactly close, is it? That's a place where we could deliver fuel. But, oh man, that's a long run. Probably just branch off this way with a different train, I'm guessing, to supply fuel to Daly City. Then the other option we've got is down here. And that is shipping fuel over to Roseville. Roseville needs 70 already. And we can grow this town by processing bread, too. We've got grain. We've got a food processing plant. That's a fairly easy production chain to get bread into Roseville. We could do that first, or we could think about getting fuel over there now. It would involve a port. Now, I went about doing this before, kind of after episode 3. And man, I just got myself so far into debt, I had to reload a save and start again. I'm a little bit gun shy. What's our train doing? Almost got 3 tanks full. Well, let's go double speed. So yeah, now the decision is, what do we want to do? Okay, look, it's filling up. So hopefully that will be a more profitable trip for us. Do we want to have like some station here? Or I could even pay to do a little terraforming, and maybe we could get a ship, a cargo harbor that's within range of our existing train stop here. I obviously don't have the cash to do it. Wonder if I could get it within range of that guy. We had a road or something. And then I could maybe terraform this out so a ship could make it through. Okay, docks outside of navigable waters. Okay, now it's happy over here. Let's run a road just to see. I'm going to run a little country road. This is just kind of an experiment. I run a road through this mess. Now will that let my little Cargo harbor connect with the rail. Doesn't look like it. Let's try some more experimenting here. Now this is costing money, but I gotta be way up there. Do it. Way up here. That's a fair amount of terraforming to make that deep enough to be a navigable water. This, let's see how much this costs. It's not cheap. But it's tempting to do this, because then we could leverage that same station and ship a bunch of fuel over here. But I am burning through the cash. Okay, here comes our train. This time loaded. 28 units of fuel, 2 times what we had last time. Let's see what we get in terms of cash. $216,000. Hopefully that brings this guy, makes our train a little more profitable. I am really tempted to build that harbor over here, but man, that is a lot of... It's a lot of terraforming. Be able to get a ship there. We could add another stop for the train, but man, it just seems like it'd be very efficient if we just were able to pull this off. About as close as I can get. Well, maybe we work down here and see about just doing some trucking here to get bread produced. This doesn't look too bad at all, actually. Let's get a road going. We'll start with dirt. We can always upgrade this later. It's a big run here, actually. But this is not cheap. Truck station here within range somewhere of the farm. That looks like it's within range. Or should it be over on this side? I want to have room to grow. Room to expand this truck station if we need to. And I'm out of cash. Let's do it there to get us started. We need another one. We're going to have to wait on cash or take a loan. We're actually in the red now. Let's take a loan, speed things up. I'm going to borrow another 500. We'll do 500 at a time. Just because we're paying interest on everything. Now this station we're going to use probably to deliver the bread into town too. So that's why I'm thinking of doing it maybe a little bit more on this side. Then we can kind of connect the roads up or something. Actually, let's do that. Let's connect the roads. We'll do country road for now. I can do this curved road maybe is better. Like that, and then maybe the truck station can go over this way somewhere. We'll try it. And let's set up a line. Okay, from new line, U to U, and we're going to call this Roseville. This is grain to food plant. I think that's what that's called. We can do it one. And then let's get another route where we're dropping off the bread into town. So let's see where that bread is needed. Looks like through here. Commercial area. Who else needs it? Residential doesn't need anything. Industrial needs the fuel, and the commercial area needs the bread. Let's grab a truck unload stop. We almost need two, don't we, to cover the whole area? One. You're gonna have to go up and do a U-turn. Boy, I can't even. That's pretty good right there. How about? Yeah, that's pretty good. How about one there? And then one. Wow. One on the inside here gets us most of it. Boom. We might need two routes off of this guy, two lines. Anyway, let's build those lines. Two line. Gonna be from U to U. Call that Roseville. Occurs to me I've left off the road part. RD Roseville. Road bread to town 1. We'll do another new line. This time here over to here. Roseville Road, bread to town 2. Right? Now this guy needs a truck depot somewhere. Doesn't matter where. I can do it out in the middle of nowhere here. Buildings, road depot. Boom. And let's go to the vehicle manager. Or we can go into the depot, I guess. Buy vehicles. Let's do... What are we doing on cash? Okay, we're okay. Cargo. Let's do 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. For every line we just added, the Roseville lines. So let's get bread to town 2. Bread to town 1. And the grain 1. Grain to food plant 1. Good. And I can rename the grain 1 to include the road prefix we've been using. Like that. Easy. Okay, there go our wagons. Okay, I can see we've already got some grain collecting there. Hopefully this makes us some cash too. Be nice to pay down the debt. That's going to help Roseville grow. Roseville looks like we could almost do trams in here too and make some money off of passengers. Let's take a look at Coralton and see how things are going. Okay, fuel has dropped down to 80%. Tools, 90%. That could be a function of things growing and the demand increasing. Okay, our train. Let's take a look at the profitability of our train. Got a full load, 50 grand profit, I believe. Let's look at the balance sheet overall here, the line statistics, and see how we're doing financially. Yeah, 63,000 for the train, our single train. Everybody else is making some money. We've got one log line that is not making money. We could take a wagon off of this. Let's take a look. We might be able to take a wagon off of each of those log lines, or we may grow into that. Let's see if there's a bottleneck here. Logs are getting picked up fine. Looks like I don't see any backups. Lumber's getting picked up fine. We still have backlog here. We do. We just added some wagons to this line. Let's add 4 more. Or maybe let's do 5 more. Bringing those tools into Carrollton. Again, we want to make some money. Eventually we'll convert some of these routes over to train. But yeah, Carrollton can take more tools for sure. As long as we can stay on top of the traffic a little bit. Doesn't look too bad here. This is all fine. It's ugly, but it's working pretty good, actually. This line probably could have come straight across, but we were getting some strange behavior with trucks just stopping at intersections when everything looked to be pretty clear. Like here, we can see these guys kind of stop. Let's see. That one went. That one hesitated a tiny bit. Oh, that one stopped. So there's a little bit of like wagons stopping when they don't necessarily need to. I'm not sure how that all works or why that is. What are we doing on cash? Let's take a look again at this one. I'm thinking we may grow into this line. We may, as we deliver more tools into town, we may actually start needing more logs. And this line will become profitable. It's not terribly unprofitable. Okay, bread is brand new, so those are going to be not so profitable. It's down here in Roseville. Sure, we're oversupplied here. Yeah, let's ramp these up. Manage vehicles. I'm just going to double what we've got. Boom. Fairly straightforward. We know we're going to need more. Looks like there's enough vehicles taking product into town. We don't have any backlog here. Taking the bread into town. And again, I'm tempted to try and create a shipping lane here and get a get a dock close enough to a cargo harbor close enough to our train station. Now, if I had to do it again, I would have ran this lower, ran the train station a little bit closer to the shoreline. That was my mistake. I'd like to get this dock like right up in here. That means terraforming out. Oops. This area. Bit. Oof. Yeah, we really chew through the cache doing this. It's kind of cool we're allowed to do that, though. I kind of like that. Now let's play with this some more. Okay, not enough cash. I'm going to take a loan. I'm just kind of curious about this. I want to see if this is going to work. Or not. It may not work. It may be a waste, but we're just experimenting. We got to dig fairly down. It's not just about having water on the map. I think this has to be fairly deep. Again, I'm doing this less for practicality and more for experimenting and just learning the game to see if this is something that's even possible. That could be a pretty powerful dynamic for us down the road. Let's look at the overlay for navigable waters. Oh, yeah, we're not deep enough. Let's try terraforming with this on and see if we can expand this range at all. Or if it's just part of the map. And maybe you can't expand this. Might not be able to. Right? We're deeper already than the surrounding area. Maybe that's a function of the map and we cannot do this. Right? Because we're deeper than the area that is already indicated as being navigable. This doesn't appear to be changing that. Oh, well, I take it back. It just updated. It just updated and gave us another little square of navigable water. Not sure how often that refreshes. It sure looks like we're deeper. Right? This is all navigable. It doesn't look like it's as deep as down here. Clearly it's not. I'm burning through the cache doing this little experiment. That did change. We did get a little more. We got a little more stuff. Boy, it costs a fortune to do that, though. We might be cheaper. Probably would be cheaper just to add another station, right? A little crazy. Yeah, we might have to do that. We might have to add another station. Or I could just put this off. I could just truck it over from here. Have the train deliver it and then have a truck route just load up a cargo station for the shipping. That's a bummer because this would connect. Just not able to. I can't get it quite right. Take a look at the navigable waters again. Yeah, it hasn't moved. There's probably a secret to this. We're losing cash. I don't want to spend any more right now on that experiment. Let's take a look at our bread line here. Still way oversupplied on the grain. It is a fairly long run. Let's use some money to improve that. These guys are waiting on it. Gonna go ahead and take another loan. We're up to 3 million now. I gotta be careful. But I'm gonna double this line actually. Boom. 16 vehicles. And ideally that's gonna make us some income. We need it. Let's take a look at our finances again. We can look at this financial display. Lost money last quarter on investments. We wouldn't have bought anything. We would have been profitable. Loan interest is climbing. That's not so great. It's significant. You know, over 4 quarters there, that's almost 100 grand. I mean, almost 100 grand. I'm not sure why we lost so much money on the road stuff. Oh, maintenance. Where did we lose money here? We lost money. The infrastructure is costing a lot more. Although it went down here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe we should take some trucks off of that log line. Take a look at the line profitability. We could do that. Logs to sawmill. We could take a truck off of each one of these lines. Not much. Doesn't seem like much. Let's do it though. Let's send vehicle from each of these back to the depot. Now we've got 17 vehicles on each line. We'll see how that goes. And just trying to conserve some funds, especially after I blew a bunch on our little experiment. Okay, we've got 30 fuel sitting at the train station. That's a good sign. Train is coming to pick it up. It is profitable, not wildly profitable. But we are making money, and Arlington is at 60% of its fuel needs. Okay, this... We'll see if this backs up. We just made a delivery. Seems like we could use a couple more trucks here, a couple more wagons, I should say, on this route. Let's do it. Manage vehicles. I'm just going to add 2 more. Take that fuel into town. Hopefully that'll generate profit. We got to back up here now. Trying to get oil into our station. Where are we dropping this off? Now this could be a case where we need to do some creative road work. where we have these guys kind of come in with the crude oil, come in from the side, down, and then out. That would speed up this. Let's speed this up. Let's see. How are the terminals divided? Right now, the crude is coming in on 2. Let's switch these. Okay. And then we could make an entrance just temporarily. We could make an entrance here. They'll come in. Ooh, they got to go counterclockwise though. So I'd have to do this. The crude oil needs to be dropped off at this platform, and they have to come down top to bottom in order to drop it off, right? Because you got to do it on the right side. Right now, they're coming across this way and having to do kind of a U-turn at the top and then come back down and out. That's causing them to interfere with this traffic that is picking up the refined oil. So if I could have them come in from the top here, then they could come straight through and they would not be interrupting anybody. And that traffic would flow better. Let's try it. We'll go with dirt roads for now. I guess maybe I'll start with a curve to get me out of here. Yeah, that's not bad. Something like that, and then go to straight roads all the way back here. They are going to cut across each other here now. Unless I hop over. Unless I hop over. Ugh. Yeah, they're going to cross over because they got to make a left turn to get here and cut across the returning traffic. There will be a bottleneck there that's just as bad or worse than what they're faced with here. Should we do the our little routine? Kind of trying to come back over this way. Let's see. This is kind of what we want to do. And then we want to get a waypoint on... Oh, they're already going to take it, looks like. Let's see. Here is the crude oil. Looks like they're going to take that route automatically without me putting the waypoint in. Now, we're paying a price going up the hill, right? They slow down. There should be should be smoother traffic flow now. How we do getting the product out? Now, getting the product out isn't so great either. Right, we've got the refined oil starting to back up here. And got a big problem at this intersection. So we could have a kind of a highway that goes across and over this. Avoids people making the left turns here. would take care of this problem. But man, it just seems like spaghetti. But that is money lost. Every time these trucks sit here idle, that's money lost. Let's try it. Let's try and do the same kind of thing we just did. This time we want to go up. We want to come all the way around, really. If we could, we'd do something just like that. I don't know that we're going to be able to pull it off. Trying to think of what makes sense here. Now somehow this whole thing just cleared itself. Was it just from me building? I don't know. Refinery still needs oil. One thing we could do to alleviate some of this cross traffic is pop a road over this way and add a station here to drop off the oil to the refinery here. What about doing that? Let's take a look. So if I put a truck station over here somewhere. Let's try this just for experiment. And then I take a look at our route where we're dropping off the oil to the refinery. This one, manage the line, get rid of Carrollton Annex, boom, and add this guy. Maybe that makes more sense. Maybe that helps take a bunch of traffic out of this intersection. All of these wagons coming in this direction will no longer be doing that. They'll be coming back here. That could speed things up. Our train is generating profit. Not a ton, but something. We'll pay off debt maybe once we get to 1 million. So we've always got some cash on hand. And we'll see if this decongests this intersection here at all. Let's see, we're still at 1/4 speed date progression. I'm going to stick with that. I know we're going to get better trucks or better wagons and everything as we go. I Like I said, I kind of want to experience each technology tier and learn about them. How best to use them. These guys should all be delivering refined oil. They're not right now because they're just learning the route, I think, for the first time. I think this little backup is going to potentially clear itself up. Take a look here and see how we're doing. Okay, we've exhausted the supply of fuel in Arlington. So adding the wagons that we did there solved that problem. They're at 36 out of 49 needed. We're probably going to give up on our navigable water experiment. I don't think we're going to be able to afford that. And I'm not sure what the criteria is for navigable waters. Like, we're obviously pretty deep here. So I spent a lot of money making this deep. Maybe it's just a breadth kind of thing, but it's hard to know. Hard to know. Go a little bit further. No, it's a waste of cash. But let's bring this back a bit. See if we can't. Okay, it expanded a little bit there, right? But it's not so much about the depth as it is the breadth. We don't have to go deep. You just have to have a lot of room between the shoreline. Yeah, that has worked for sure. Let's try it. Let's see if we can get that cargo harbor placed. I'm going to escape out of the overlay. Boy, even here it says it's outside the navigable waters. There it doesn't. But yeah, we're going to have to make it. Oh, that is in the navigable waters. We just need to terraform a bit more, I think. Let's try and bring this back a bit. I'll bring up the overlay again so we can see what we're doing. I want to get closer here. I think. All right, let's try it now. Oh, look at that. That's going to work. That is going to work. I'm going to hold off. I'm going to wait till we get more money. But that is going to work. I think we can get... I hope we can get a ship through here. Now, the other thing I learned kind of off camera is just because it says it's navigable doesn't mean every ship can do it. Some are too deep, or some ships are too big to actually make it through certain parts of this navigable water. I don't know if you can terraform deeper and I'll get the bigger ships to go through, but we'll learn that as we go. I think I'm going to wrap this episode here. Let's take a look at the balance sheet on the way out. Let's look at the line statistics first. Okay, fuel into Carrollton has suddenly turned super non-profitable. Okay, I think this may be... Did we change this route? Not sure why that one is not doing well. We took wagons off of these 3. We could probably do more of that. We'll wait till next episode. Looks like we still have more capacity than we need. So one of these lines is not profitable. I'm a little concerned about the fuel into Carrollton. Take a quick look and just see what's going on there. That is this line. We cleared up some congestion around that station, cargo station. I wonder why that line is not profitable. Definitely need more fuel. Are they leaving empty? No, they shouldn't be leaving half empty. Not sure why that line would not be profitable. This guy right here. Is it highlighted? Yeah, it is highlighted. Oh. Let's see the route they're taking. Okay, dropping off there. Coming back this way. It's a long trek, but it doesn't seem like it would be unprofitable. These guys actually losing money? These individual wagons are showing profit. Ooh, this one's not. Oh. Oh, okay. I think I know what's going on. These wagons are leaving empty because of the rerouting that we've did over here. That, I think, is going to change. I think that's going to self-recover. We now have the ability to add more wagons, both to deliver the crude oil into our oil refinery and then also to pick up the refined oil and take it out of here. So we'll be adding more wagons next episode. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. If you enjoy this series, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. That helps my tiny channel grow, and I would appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the very next episode.